Hello, everyone, and welcome to our exclusive workshop in partnership with Deaf Unity. This workshop is going to be all about how to impress leading employers through your CV. My name's Shelley Ogilvie, and I am the membership manager at Bright Network. And we are free to join careers platforms supporting students just like you to realize their potential, unlock great opportunities for their career, and build the skills that they need to do that. Very much like this workshop that we're doing today, all about CVs. So enough about me. Today, what we're going to cover is firstly, we're going to dive into what employers are really looking for and how you can exemplify that through your CV. Secondly, we'll talk about researching firms in terms of preparing for completing and filling out your CV. Then we're going to go into the CV basics, the need to knows, and then finally, CV structure. We're also going to leave you with some 5 top tips to take away. So first and foremost, what do graduate employers want? Well, we ask every year, we do an annual survey to our network of 400,000 students, just like yourselves, and our network of employer partners, over 400 employer partners. These are Times Top 100 employers, the leading graduate firms in the world. So on the student side, we ask them both the same question. What do you think graduate employers value most in candidates? And on the student side, you can see they think it's a 2-1 or above or existing industry experience. But if you take a look at what employers actually say they value in candidates, it's all these other key areas like communication skills, passion for the business, problem-solving skills, resilience, commercial awareness, and then a 2-1 above and existing industry experience comes further down the list. That's not to say that they're not important factors or they're not important things that employers are looking for, but you can see in the level of importance that they place these values, things like communication skills, passion for the business, problem-solving skills, resilience and commercial awareness are far more key and exemplify a really great candidate. So when you're thinking about how to construct your CV and what you want to convey, it's those top 5 things that are really going to help you to stand out. Moving on then to our research and preparation. So thinking about how to get prepared for even starting to write your CV or make an application. So first and foremost, you need to research the career that you're looking to enter into and the firm that you're looking to apply to, or the firms that you're looking to apply to really get an understanding for the sector, the industry, and what they're really looking for. So first and foremost, your firm websites, check those out as a starting point, because this is where the knowledge of their careers and their careers opportunities and what they're really looking for, they will have all of that on there, or at least everything that they want to kind of promote to you guys and let you guys know about. That's what they'll expect you to know. So check out firm websites as a starting point. Then don't just leave your research there, because that's not going to be extensive enough. They'll give you really good information on there, but you need to go deeper than that. So next, you're going to want to go into press articles to look at different instances where different firms that you're really interested in, or key players within the industry you're interested in heading into. Where have they been in the press recently? What articles have come up about them? And this will really give you an opportunity to build your commercial awareness around the firm and around the industry as a whole. If you understand what's happening, what situations are happening around that firm that is affecting that firm, either it could be creating opportunities for that firm, or it could be creating opportunities, or it could be creating threats for the firm. So understanding the layout of the land around the business is going to be really beneficial to helping you inform your CV and in interviews and applications going forward. Finally, check out their social media as well. So this is a great way to see what new projects the company's working on, if they've had any new announcements in terms of their team, in terms of the partners that they're working with, so their clients, perhaps there's a brand new innovative project that they're working on. This is where you get the most up-to-date information about the firms and industries that you're interested in. And again, helps you build your commercial awareness. In terms of office visits and open days, this is a really, in terms of office visits, obviously we're in a very virtual environment now. So these will be more virtual office visits or open days or insight days, but they're still out there. So definitely, if you're interested in law, for example, go and see if the top law players or some cool law firms that you're really interested in have some virtual open days on. There's lots going on, and just by taking the time out to go and investigate what's out there, you'll really reap the benefits, and it'll give you a chance to have a personal experience with the firm that you can use perhaps in your upcoming applications or CVs. Next area to develop your research is through your network. So thinking about who in your network has connections to the industry or information that would be really useful. It may not even be the industry, it might just be general CV information that you could use to help you kind of set up your CV, or maybe some top tips that they've used in the past that has really served them well. But beyond that, think about who's within your connection. Perhaps it's your university lecturers who have had careers within the sectors that you're interested in. Perhaps it is your LinkedIn connections, and maybe you're connected to a couple of people who've graduated and gone into that sector who can share back useful insights on how to create a really standout CV, or what areas of or attributes on a CV have really stood out, really stands out to that employer. They'll have all that insight knowledge that you'll need to really stand out. And finally, utilize Bright Network. So as I said, we're the free platform to help you unlock those insights, industry insights and connections that you need to get ahead in your career. So check out our website. We have a list of events, both where you can meet employers and connect with them and network, but also we have a list of employer events that are running. So things like those open days that I mentioned and insight days, all on our platform, as well as job opportunities, success stories from alumni members who can tell you exactly how they secured their role, and so much more. So do check those out as well. Okay, so when it comes to perfecting your CV, there's a few key things we have to consider. So let's go back to the CV basics. So first and foremost, what is the purpose of a CV? Your CV is like your entry. Think about trying to go on holiday without your passport. Your CV is like the passport giving you entry into the working world. Without one, or at least without having something that resembles a CV that tells you about all the things and experiences that you've collated in your experience so far, and portrays all the different skills and achievements that you've gained from those experiences. There's not going to be. It's very difficult to find your way into a firm or industry without that. Secondly, why is it important? I think I've just covered that pretty well in my first statement there. It's important because it really helps you to unlock, to explain and unlock to employers in a really concise and straightforward way why you are or potentially could be the candidate that they're looking for. It will highlight to them all your experience, your capabilities in a really succinct and brief way, so they can take a look at your CV and understand, do you have the attributes that they're looking for? Are you the person that can step into the role in question and really take it by storm? Should it be one-sided or two? So this is a very interesting question. So it really depends on the industry you're in. For the most part, though, where you are at in your career currently, because you're quite early on in your career, you're likely to not need very much longer than a one-sided page CV. Keeping the main thing you need to keep in mind when you're thinking about CV length is, am I being as relevant and concise as I can be? Lots of people include things on their CV that aren't really needed and don't really add much to selling yourself, or don't really add much to creating a great reason for why they should hire you, but they just take up space. So really, when you're going through your CV, you should be thinking about what is the most relevant that I need to include, what it's going to really help an employer decide whether I am the right person for this role or not, and anything else you could normally kind of leave out or kind of put into discuss in your interview or bring in at a later date. But really focus on those key unique selling points that you have that are really going to help them to understand why you are the best person for the job. In some industries, you might need a two-page CV is a bit more standard and is a bit more expected. But what you can do is on Bright Network, if you search CV templates, we have a range of different templates for you for industries such as the law, for consulting, for banking, for whatever industry you're trying to get into. So you can just have a look at those CV templates and make sure that you're setting yours up right. Finally, do all companies require a CV is a question that I get quite a lot on campus. And the answer is not necessarily, but every company, whether it's simply taking the different parts of your CV, so the education history, the experience that you've got, and putting it onto a digital application form online, the information that you'll need on CV will always be needed, and the way that you structured it on CV will always be needed. So it's always good, even if you don't end up having to send the CV that you've created directly across, it's always good to have a really great setup CV for any applications that you're submitting, and have it right there for you to really exemplify, even if just yourself, all the great work that you've done, and to write that in a really clear, concise, and engaging way.